Blog Talk Radio.
In exchange for you to be plastic. All dogs will eventually malfunction. I don't even know why these girls bother at this point. Like, give it up! It's me! I win! You lose! Nicki Minaj, it's me! I must admit, I've always been intrigued by your ass. I guess that's what the world looks like after falling from your shoulders. Like, give it up! You have a heartbeat of a suicide bomber, a baseline breathing out your pulse. Your thighs take swords to the weight of this false strength that used to backpack the lost track of female MCs who could not find their way out the cipher. You know, it's just like I single-handedly annihilate like every rap in the building, like traded in your time for unsharpened pencils and blank CDs. Like, give it up! Do you ever feel a cord dripping on your neck? Spit! Don't let this industry break the asada out of you. How could you be hyphen, a bar, your pen, and never will be called a queen? You are a queen. No matter how many times I try to shuffle you back into take that. Rob sex, straight you earn my respect. You the bestest, but I know you're fine. Those crooked lines, you can't seem to write a rhyme for your broken daughters. Slaughter, bitch, over back, ass, crack, bitch, live in video, dance, nothing, pedals like a pretty up, broken. You know it's me. In the mirror that will porcelain Barbie stole shit out of you. These you new snake hanging from Zion, they will bar you. For this education of a Barbie doll, I necessity. Barbie, I think NYC is making you forget to come on Queen. It's scary when you have wax and thieves trying to ghostwrite your obituary. You should buy a 16 because I ride it good. Your existence is not decided for me. Barbie, stop being toistery. Barbie, avoiding and whether like this will always come alive when nobody is watching. Fake breath. Once upon a time before puberty and tissue filled training bras, all little girls wanted a toy chest. What do you treasure? You turned your G-spot into a landmine, digging yourself first. For a woman like you, stop stiletto on history. This microphone is not a dildo. You're gonna have to come a little harder. A little harder for rap. Look at these female MCs have laid their tracks. You and I see why so you wouldn't have to record on your back. We'll remember you for that. Let's see your screens, copyright and reflections and memorize your rap because for the price of young money, anybody can buy themselves their own. I'm Nicki Minaj, Cynthia Lewinsky, Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Barbie, the ball, crown, vagina, and womanhood all so separately. You are being stabbed in your back. Insert wind up strings and tag. Roger that.
One eye open.
Yo, Roger that. Jasmine Mans. God damn.
That truth, man. This is what the people need, man.
Exactly, man. Yo, I'm telling you, that's just like, I was getting a little moved, a little bit like, God damn, some of this shit saying, like, resonating. But what it do, people? Greetings. Free Thinkers Nation Radio, here with the brethren.
Hey, thank you, brother. Just here, spreading that knowledge, doing what we do best,
Yeah, man. Yo, I remember you were the one who, I think we both heard about it around the same time of the Jasmine Mans video, but how'd you even come across that back then?
I came across these young brothers, I think it was Santana Row, or something along those lines. I forgot the name, but it was like these three young brothers that were doing poetry online, and it was around the way too. Like I think it was in Massachusetts, and then YouTube always with that ads and stuff. So they gave me an ad of her, and I was like, oh, who's this? And then, damn, she was going in on this, and she did one on Waka. I was like, damn.
She did one on Waka Flocka.
Yeah, she went in.
What?
But yeah, that was a minute ago too.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. 'Cause like I think I heard about the Waka Flocka one. She must be definitely getting a buzz from that. But I mean, what she's saying is definitely relevant to what we talking about today, man. Like role models. Like she's pretty much saying like, you know, if you can't fit the place, then you know, get out of the scene.
That's what they need to do, man. Like especially in what people hear and stuff, or what's being put on mainstream too. So she ain't lying.
Exactly. And like real talk, these things with these like role models, I just peeped. I remember we were talking about it last show. These young brothers that were doing some homo shit, like sucking dicks and shit, and they were eating like on the poetry. But it's like the only reason why I feel stuff like that is happening is because a lot of the so-called role models from what they push are in dresses. Like I just seen these male rappers, bro, like Diddy, Vin Diesel. These brothers who you wouldn't even think are on that, wearing like skirts, like dancing with it. Like I'm like, yo.
Wow.
And these are the people that people be looking up to. Like, yo, I'm trying to buy this shirt from him, or I'm trying to see his movie. I'm telling you, man, the sagging, take the pants off. It's transitioning.
Damn. Niggas sagging, so got them backwards, but hey, man, that's it's crazy how, you know, media really plays a role, because, like, they'll go from, you know, I seen some quote, too, I forgot who it was by, I think it was, by Jadakiss. He was like, people will listen to the artist that's saying the real stuff, but will be, like, afraid to admit it, because that real artist supposedly isn't cool. And then it was just like, it was in quotation marks. And that's exactly what I think of it, because there'll be, you know, real artists there, but since they're not on the radio and they're not hype, oh, I ain't trying to hear that and all that. So
yeah, I definitely know people who are like that. I remember you told me, I think your cousin was like, oh, Lupe is for a certain time or something like that.
Yeah, like you gotta be on that vibe. Like if you want to listen to him, then there's a time for it, but he's getting extreme.
That's crazy. But that reminds me though, like while you were saying that these artists, like I don't even know if it's like a new swag, like a so-called new swag, but I was asking some people about it. I was like, yeah, so these, you know Kanye's in the skirt, or you know the so-and-such in the skirt, seeing what they were saying, and some people like are like, yo, is this the new style, man? Like, I'm like, what? Yo, it's already accepted already. That's how, and the whole country already has like, gay marriage accepted. I was talking to the homie Sebastian yesterday, like the whole shit, is pretty much accepted. I mean, I ain't got nothing against it, but I mean, that's just.
I mean, yes, I see exactly what you're saying. I mean, it's just America conforms very quickly, just as a nation. I was pointing out to somebody in some conversation that like Hitler used fluoride in the Jewish camps, to pretty much make them submissive to anything they did. And America back in the day was like, oh no, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucking them up. That's poison. You shouldn't do that. And they go and kill and stop Hitler. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but like when they put fluoride in America's national system, it's just like hypocrisy right there. Like that's straight up facts, and people, this is the effects of that.
Yeah, complacency at a crazy level. But I mean, it's really hilarious, really, because now it's like you have that, and then even what you were saying earlier today, like sisters with, the weave and shit, like, no disrespect to any of them, you feel me? Because I can understand for certain things, for braids or whatever, but it's like to the point where it's like common. You feel me? Like it's like if you're natural, which is what you are, it's like uncommon. You dig what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Look on the TV. What all you see? Look at a newspaper. All you see. It's just this weave and shit. So I mean, those are the role models.
If you're inside in mind, as they say. And same with the bleaching cream too. I be seeing it. I was like, man, that, you know, like I was pointing it out. I even said it freaking on tweeted that shit. Like they have this light skin, dark skin thing now, but it's like if you look at like where that came from, it's just dividing of the black community again. It's just like we're attacking ourselves out of everybody. It's crazy. and then on top of that, it's like you look at it, it's like you don't see no white people being like, oh, yo, you're pale skin, no, I'm tan skin. Like, can you imagine that shit? I'm tan-skinned Irish. Shit cracks me up, yo. Only the black community.
But like the shit was really hilarious though. I was just because you mentioned bleach skin, it made me remember. I was on Instagram. Someone posted a picture of that brother down in Jamaica, Vibes Cartel, and you know how he got bleach skin, like so he was getting arrested or whatever. But I was like looking at the picture and it was like even though he bleached the skin, because I remember it was really light, like pale, like how Michael Jackson was when he towards his later years. But he came back down to like a almost a golden color, like a tan. It's like, see, you trying to mess with melon, you can't even. It's gonna adapt back to your ass.
Yep, melon is too damn strong. Too damn strong. So yeah, I'm not even surprised. That dude made a business off it. He's selling like the bleaching soap and stuff.
What?
Yeah, like he be saying it in his music, like cake soap. I don't even know. He's been locked up for who knows how long. But yeah, he be making moves with that, so he has to, I guess, endorse his product.
And these are the role models.
Hey, Sebastian's hitting me up. Well, let me see if I can link him.
Alright. These are the role models.
Hello? Yeah.
Hey,
yo,
what's up? That's smooth.
Yo, we on?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
Hey.
How y'all doing, people?
Hey.
Yo, how you doing, man?
Yeah, man. I just got. Yeah, are we on the radio?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, just merged you in, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I was just getting out of snake. Okay.
Man.
Yo, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing?
We chilling right now. I was just telling Charles like how the black community is like dividing up now with that light skin, dark skin stuff, and it's like, you know, we all the same. Like,
yeah, like one of the role models. You know that brother Vibes Cartel from Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy was telling me this brother. I don't even know if he knew this, but he was selling like bleaching soap, and he'd be marketing it in his music. So it's like you got role models like this. He's like nice in music, everyone looks up to him, but they push in that mental side. You feel me? It's no surprise right now.
pushing it hard, like
that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wow.
And like all,
they got it, man.
Yeah, yo. The mental side is hella strong. But I mean, all this shit is really like distractions. If you can really like look at it, all these things are just like crazy distractions. But it's just like there's too many of them. People just get hella lost in it because I can see.
Yeah, especially if that eye ain't open, man. That's why like all that negative, like they just got to know that it can all change in really like a snap of a finger if you just realize the real lies at hand, you know.
Exactly.
One eye open.
That should be a wealth principle.
One.
Ain't that some truth, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put that on. Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, man. But like, what's good with these other role models, man? Like these positive folk, like the ones that are really like making an impact. I've seen this. There's a lot of actually underground conscious artists that are coming out. I seen one on, I think it was SoundCloud or Instagram, but it's like real low key though. Pushing that shit.
Yeah, you'd expect it. You know, a lot of people, you know, that want it, you know, search for it, and that's how they find it. So
that formula, yo.
Mhm.
Yes,
that formula.
What are you thinking of? Who do you like in terms of role models? Like, who do you say was like some of your role models to get you where you were at with your mindset?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people that really was a role model to me were, like most of them were probably dead, you know, like Malcolm X. In a way, I kind of still looked up to Martin Luther King. You know, he wasn't he wasn't as strong as to me as Malcolm X. But when he was about to pass away, he started thinking like Malcolm X because he started realizing like there's no hope for black people in America, especially with what we really desire. You know, we're gonna have to give up almost our identities, just like we're doing now, you know, with the whole Obama thing. We know ourselves, you know, and it's just that he knew that, you know, before he died, and he was like, he was thinking to himself, what have I done to my people? You know, like, what deal have I made with my people? I mean, with these devils in terms of signing them over to this government that's not even for them. So I look up to people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, Sekou Touré, Kwame Touré, all these brothers who, and Queen Nzinga, Yaa Asantewaa, some of these sisters who really, they didn't play either. Queen Nanny of the Maroons in Jamaica, powerful.
Whoa, Queen Nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, going deep. Definitely going deep.
Not you're saying. As soon as you said Obama's, I was just laughing because what you're telling me the other day. Like I heard, I think it was you who was telling me, Sebastian, that he did something recently. I forgot what you was telling me. Like where it was like pretty much looking the other cheek at the whole melanated race. I forgot what you were saying. You remember what I was saying? I mean, remember what you were telling me?
Was it about the homosexuality thing?
Yeah, like he tried to push it on Alcubalin.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's pushing it hard because, you know, they just recently signed, the bill for gay marriage to be legalized federally, but not every state has accepted it. But if it's federal, that means that the states can't even say nothing. As long as it's approved by the Congress and all that, the Senate, nobody can say anything. No state can oppose it. So now what he's trying to do is he's trying to go to Africa and especially to the Western countries, because the Western countries still have kind of like Christianity, you know, and democracy. He don't really mess with the East because the East is mostly Islamic, and you know the Islam, like, they're not trying to have that. So, So he's trying to push it on, like, Ghana, Uganda, and Nigeria, and Senegal, and basically the Western countries. But they were like, they're still strong, and they were like, no, that's not going to happen. We don't care how hard he try to push on us. We're not accepting that because that's not part of our beliefs, our way of life, our religion, none of that. So, no, we don't want that.
One eye open.
Holding strong.
Remember you was telling me that, I was like, that's crazy. I'm not even surprised, like, and it's like, these are the people that people just like, well, you know, it's a progression, you know, it's a progression.
Yeah. That's true, man. They have people that, like, they're just like, oh, well, you know, I voted for Obama just so, you know, he'd be black you know, the first black guy there, you know, literally for a role model, so their children would have a role model. It's like, this dude knows this, and he goes out and does this, you know, but just ain't no progression, man. Ain't no progression. And what is that saying for the future, you know? Like, damn. Damn, like
if you have a man and a man, there's no creation in that. Like, come on, like, I just don't see the logic in it. How are we going to have a future if you have everybody marrying man and man, female, female? What's the creation? Like, the whole thing about the sexual organ is for procreation, you know, to produce for the future. And I was watching a comedy series by Cedric the Entertainer. He was making a joke on homosexuality.
One eye open.
Yeah, sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. But as you were saying, the brethren, you're talking about that, Amaziah,
oh, which dude was it?
I think it was Obama.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on real quick.
Shit is crazy.
One eye open.
Yeah, just like if he's pushing that, it's like it's a shame, you know? Like, people are looking up to him, children are looking up to him. You know, this is their version of that MLK or, you know, Martin Luther King or that Marcus Garvey figure, you know, because we were around that generation to witness actual great leaders.
Exactly.
You know, so they're always going to think of this, you know, ever since the beginning that he was great. So it's like, nah, you know.
And really,
case.
yeah. And really the way I see it is people who like really watch TV, when I say TV, I mean like fall asleep to the news or something like that, are the ones who would carry along with that. Because the deeper you are in the Matrix, the more you just casted by all the illusions and spells, you feel me? Like, I mean, we're not even all that old to be overstanding this, but it's like the logic's all there when you really see outside the box.
Mhm. I mean, that's why, like, I see now, like, I always end up relating things back to self. Is just all that craziness of people still being confused and lost and being all in that mist. It's like it's better to only clear like our own eyes and grow, just so like at least we know what's right. And then if we build that, then the people will be around in the future will have that same head on straight, rather than being in the midst of all that confusion and shit.
Exactly, real role models. And real role models are really what build empires, yo, because this is building leaders on top of leaders.
Past will repeat itself. Build good leaders now. It's going to come back.
That formula. Is the homie Mr. Smooth on the line, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's definitely right. If we just continue building, and yeah, there's gonna be hope for the future, you know. But if everybody have this ideology that insanity is okay, you know, that confusion, then there's no hope. But as long as we have it, you know, there's hope for the future.
Mhm.
Absolutely, man. Yo, before we end up the show, we should remember that thing, How to Rob Africa. I want to talk about that a little bit because that can really break down in a simple way like how this whole shit, you know what I'm saying, is really a matrix. You should break it down a little bit, Sebastian, because I know you really know that shit.
Yeah, there's a documentary out on YouTube, and it's called People and Power: How to Rob Africa. And it goes to the thing how basically the Europeans are using this method, this system, to rob basically an underdeveloped Africa. And we always hear about corruption in Ghana, corruption in Uganda, corruption in all these places. And it's all because of what is going on by these devils that are systematically doing this. And, you know, people think that, oh, it's just black people doing it. It's actually, what they do is they go there and they give deals to these leaders to be able to cover their business or whatever they're doing in layers. So layers and layers and layers and layers, so that nobody can be able to find out who is really doing it. So it's like, let's give an example. Bill Gates can go right now to these people. It's like they have their own branch or like their own place set up in like there's some in Seychelles, which is an island in the south of Africa. And basically they go there, and Bill Gates can really just set up another company, name it whatever, and then go to Bolivia or go to Belize and set up another company over there, and then cover it up, and then go to another country and back in Africa, and then have another country again and cover that country with another name. So layers and layers and layers. So now he having all these companies that he can do money laundering, and he can do whatever. He can take away the people's resources, and what they will do is they will attack one of his companies in Belize, but then it's like, okay, all right, who is managing this? They take out this person, but again, there's another company that's really on top of it. So it's like, and in the documentary, they tell you, yeah, nobody's going to follow all that paper trail, so you can do this. And these white people are actually telling them, yeah, go ahead and do this, because they're not going to follow the paper trail, so you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, man, I remember seeing that. I was like, and these brothers were undercover too. I remember, like, the whole thing was like raw footage. It's not like some actors who were just like, oh yeah, so this is a scene of hour ago. It's like, okay, we're undercover, spy cam, and it's all on the information is there. Like, it's information age. This is the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. The Matrix.
That's exactly why they're trying to censor what you watch online. They try to watch what you're doing, because they know once people start seeing this, people are going to start being like, hey, you know, that's fucked up. Hey, I think I should do something. And then they do something. And then if they do something, their whole operation is shut down.
Yep. They don't want that.
Why BMP steady building leaders, yo. And that will do it for our show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. It's the homie Asafo, the team, signing out.
Yep. See y'all next week.
Yo, Mr. Smooth. Yeah.
Always keep that gratitude.
Appreciation.
Unity.
Patience. Knowledge.
Power.
Commitment.
Strength.
Confidence.
Self-love.
Unity.
Know thyself.
Self-trust.
Courage.
Family. Africa.
Melanations.
Upon nations.
One love.
13 love.
Third eye open.
One aim.
Ashe, 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 ashe.